Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tammy White from stampwithtami.com, and welcome to my online class. Today we are going to be kicking off a new fun fold series of cards, and I'm going to share how to make the center column pop-up card super easy and fun and cool, and I'm adding a little twist to it. And so this way, when you not just have your card like is shown here, make sure you guys can see it on the back, I added a flap so you can write your sentiment and actually write in it. Because once I made it, I was like, well, I really like it, but I want to be able to, write a note in it and all that. So anyways, I'll show you how I did that too. Super easy. And as I said, this is going to be kicking off a whole series. So you'll be able to get instructions for all of these projects coming up on my stampwithtami.com blog over the next couple of weeks. There is a link in this video's description that will bring you to this project page that we're doing right now that has instructions, more details, and as I add the instructions for each of these other projects with the center column pop-up, there will be instructions for those too. So after YouTube, there's a lot more happening on my blog. It doesn't end here. And I am live streaming. It is Thursday, August 4, 2022, and I'm live streaming. You might be watching me live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And welcome aboard, everybody. I see you guys are all starting to jump on. I'm loving seeing you guys, and I hope you're all staying cool from this crazy heat. So if you may be watching the replay, and welcome no matter how you're watching, I am thrilled to have you here. I have a prize for this class, and all you need to do is leave a comment on the video on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll draw a winner on August 19th, and it's for a pack of in color, brand new in color Stampin' Right markers. So that's pretty cool too. You can find the winners at stampwithtami.com on my winners page as well. So that's lots of fun. Let's jump in. I'm going to be using the Texture Chic suite today for the projects that we're going to be making live, and I will be sharing a lot more ideas at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end because I have all of my collection here, a whole bunch more to share with what's going to be coming up in this series. So let's pop down to the table. So this is the Season of Chic stamp set and Chic die bundle, and this is all part of the Texture Chic suite from Stampin' Up. It's in the annual catalog. And what I love about this one and why I chose this one to feature is because it covers most of the seasons. So we've got our flowers for spring, we've got seashells for summer, we've got leaves for fall, and snowflakes for winter, and there's a lot of all occasion sentiments. So this kind of covers everything, and it's super cool, and the paper is super cool. So I have a set here that I've made, 3 cards, one for summer with the seashells, one for fall with the leaves, and one for winter with the snowflakes. I'm gonna demonstrate on the fall card. I'll demonstrate how to make it this card, but they were all made the same way. And then at the end, I'll share how to make scraps to make a matching envelope, because look at this. They fold flat. They fit right inside the Stampin' Up! Medium-sized envelope. And I know, oh, I already see it. I already see it coming. You're going to be like, I know. Is there extra postage to mail it? Probably. It's pretty puffy. I would say hand cancel it at the post office if you're mailing it. I know not every card gets mailed. Sometimes they're hand delivered. Sometimes they're on Christmas birthday presents or whatever, what have you. But if you are mailing it, I would say hand cancel. It might cost a little bit more because it is bulky. So let's get started with the fold. I'll share that first, and then we'll create the rest of the card. I'll share how I made this little window, because you see each one has a cool little window that's like a little peekaboo, almost like a diorama card, but these are like peekaboo windows. I had some fun doing that too. So let me bring in, I'm just going to move these out of the way so I can bring in the Simply Scored tool, because we're going to be scoring. So this is super easy. There's nothing complicated about this card except looking at it, it looks like it's a lot of work, right? But you're going to die when you see just how easy this is. Super cool. So I've got a sheet of, this is soft succulent cardstock, and it is 4 1/4 by 9.5 inches. But don't worry. I know some of you, especially if you're new, might be writing this down. No need. That project page I just mentioned, it's linked in this video's description, or go to stampwithtami.com. All of the measurements are there, as well as the supplies that I'm using, the colors that I'm using, and some more pictures there. So you can see more pictures. And again, the links as I post the other ones in this series will be there as well. So I like to make it easy for you guys. Don't worry about writing stuff down because you can get it there. This is all about the scoring. That's it. So I've got my score tool here. We're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 2 inches, 2 3/4 inches. And then we're going to pop over to 6 3/4 inches, 7 1/2 inches, 8 1/4, and 9. And that is it. Okay. So I'll just move that out of the way. And I'm going to find a bone folder. Somewhere on my table I have one, I know, so I can reinforce the score lines because that really does help keep your shape once you put it together. So I'm just going to reinforce the score lines that we just made. Hey guys, welcome aboard. Hey, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet. Please, I would love to have you join me. I normally do videos every week, but right now over the summer I'm every other week, just because of different vacations and company coming over and staying with me long term. So not on my normal schedule, but I will be back on my normal schedule very soon. But that doesn't mean I'm not sharing things, because I'm, like I said, on my stampwithtami.com blog, you're going to find all of the tons more there. The instructions for everything I'm going to share at the end of this. Okay, so that's going to be our fold. I'm not ready to attach it yet, but I just wanted to show how that works. So I've already put some designer series paper on the base, but then this will attach, once we have those attached, and I'll show you how to do it in a second, that will attach to the base, and then it will fold flat either way. But before we do that, I want to cut out our peekaboo window. So I'm going to attach some designer series paper to the front. I find that it's thin enough, the designer series paper is thin enough that I can attach it first and then cut the window out, so I can cut it out of the 2 layers. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can cut it out of the designer series paper first, attach it, and then cut it out of the cardstock. So I'm using this. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love it. This is Texture Chic designer series paper. It all coordinates with the stamp set and the die set. And just real quick, look at this. It's one side is foil. So beautiful, right? And again, covers all the seasons. So you get a little bit of everything. If you're not sure, like if you're brand new or you're making a collection and you don't know where you want to start, this is a great suite to start with because it has all the seasons and all occasions. So we've got little leaves on here, and you can pretty much make this work for anything. Holiday cards, sympathy cards, birthday cards, congratulations, just winter. We got seashells, and I love this one's my favorite right here, the weathered wood. All right, so next up, I'm going to attach that piece. So I pre-cut this, and again, the measurements are on that PDF for you. I like to make it easy. Do you guys enjoy those? I know I hear from a lot of you that you found them very helpful. Are you guys sharing? I know a lot of you are sharing on my Saturday Share Your Crafts. Every Saturday on Facebook, I do a Share Your Craft. And I love to see, you guys know what I'm doing every month, right? Or every week. You see my stuff, and I hope that it inspires you and gets your juices flowing, your creative juices flowing. But I love to see what you guys are making. Even if it's not, it may be a variation of something I'm making, maybe a copy of what I'm making. It could be something completely different. And I love to see it. So be sure to stop over on my Facebook page on Saturday and share what you're working on this week, because I'm inspired by you guys as much as you're inspired by me, maybe even more. Next, we are going to die cut. So I'm going to bring in the die cut machine. Got the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. And I'm going to bring in this is the panel or the base that I just scored and added that designer series paper to. Now I'm going to take diorama dies, because each one of these cards I used different things for the window. I used rectangles, I used basic shapes, I think on a couple of them. I used deckled edges, frames for some of them. But in this one, I'm taking the 3rd and 4th smallest of the diorama dies. And I love the unique shape here. I just think it adds a little special something. So on this, I'm going to cut just the center out. Oh, my apologies. Sorry about that. They'll have to wait. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use the smaller one to cut out the center of this. So that's the 3rd smallest diorama die. And then you can save your cutout for another project. They are cool. And then I'm going to take the 2 together with some metallic paper. So take the 3rd and 4th smallest, line them up together, take some metallic paper or whatever you want to use for your border, and you cut them together just like this. And when they come out, through the magic, you come out with a frame that looks like this. So it's super fun to add to the front of your project, and it adds a little special something something. You know what I'm saying? We like that special something something when it doesn't require a lot of extra work. If you're not familiar with this metallic brush paper, these were just added to Celebration. You can purchase these in my online store, but you can also earn it free now till the end of August. I don't know if you guys saw my specials that I put up a couple of days ago, but in addition to the new All's Cozy and Bright kit from Stampin' Up, that's a standalone kit, the Celebration, which goes through the end of August, and for every $50 you spend in my online store, you get to choose a product from the catalog. They've added new products, just added new products this week. And this metallic paper is one of them. The silver foil paper is one of them. So you can choose these, or you can choose other products. There are other products in addition to this. So pop on over to stampwithtami.com to see more. But it's beautiful, right? We've got the copper. I'm using the copper on this, and we've got light gold and brassy gold. So there's lots of options there. All right, so now we're going to do some heat embossing, which I love. I don't know about you guys, but it's one of my favorite things. So we're going to pull in our little heat embossing kit here, and the word thanks, which came from that stamp set. Again, that stamp set has a lot of different occasions in it, so it makes it good for so many. I mean, I'm thinking weddings, anniversaries, everything can be pretty much done with this texture chic sweet. Say that 5 times fast. That's fun. So I'm taking the Emboss Buddy, and I'm just wiping it over my scrap soft succulent, and that's going to keep the static down. And then I'm going to take the words thanks. This is just a scrap piece of paper, and I'm stamping them in Versamark ink because it's watermark inking, but it also stays tacky a little bit longer than regular ink, so that way I have time to pour emboss powder over it and it will stick, because our water-based classic inks dry super fast. And normally we want that, but for embossing, it makes it hard to get the powder to stick. Now, I've got a couple of extra pieces on here that, let me give it a little bit better flick, that I didn't invite to the party. So I'm just going to take this. Are you guys loving this new embossing kit? I'm so happy about this. Comes with the brush, and it comes with that tray. All right. And it also comes with this, which is worth its weight in gold when you have tiny little scraps like this. But these little trays, boom, right back in, no waste. For some reason, every time you use emboss powder, it seems to have more after you use it than before. You know, I don't understand how that works, but it's one of those mysteries in life. There's more in it after you use it. All right, so I've got a heat tool, and we're going to heat up. This is copper emboss powder from the Metallics Embossing Collection. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I'm trying to hold it up so you guys can see it, but then it makes it hard for me to see what angle I've got the emboss gun at. Sometimes I miss. All right. So when we're done, we've got this gorgeous thank you, all embossed in copper. And then I'm going to take some paper snips. and I'm going to cut that out. And through the magic of video, ta-da, we have it all cut out. Don't you love that? I love magical videos. All right, so thanks, you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. So now we are going to assemble. So I'm going to bring in the pieces just to kind of show you what we've got. We've got a window sheet, and the measurements are on that PDF. And I know the last Funfold cards that I did used window sheets, and a couple times people had asked on social media when I shared the projects where to get the window sheets. These are available in my online store. We sell 12 by 12 sheets of it that you can cut down, and they're pretty awesome. Now, in addition to that, I pre-cut some leaves from the die set, and I before I pre-cut them out of that copper from the copper brushed metallics paper, I attached an adhesive sheet to the back. So if you guys have never seen that, I did bring an adhesive sheet just to show you how to do it. So you get these adhesive sheets come like this, and basically what they do is they make your cardstock a sticker. So I'm just cutting off as much as I'm going to use. So just a little scrap of that, and then I would add it to the back, say, of whatever I was going to cut. And then I put the die here and cut it out, and this essentially becomes a sticker. So then I can just, these are sticky now when I peel off their backing. So super easy to use, but whenever you have an intricate die like this, I highly recommend doing that. So these two pieces, let's see if I can move them up so you can see, are going to be the back of the card. So, and I used the leaves for the front, but I wanted to use that aged wood look because I thought that was wicked cool. The paper is wicked cool. So I wanted to use that. So I'm using that on the back of the card. So, and then this is my back fold that I'm going to use for writing on. So I'm just going to take a bone folder and fold that in half. Again, measurements on that free PDF, link in the video's description. And while you're up there, hit that like button while you're clicking on that video description. If you're on YouTube, I have hot links to all of these supplies too, so you can get to them really easy. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach. Now this isn't, I did not make this a sticker ahead of time. I'm going to use seal adhesive to attach it. And I'm going to take my little silicone mat underneath it so my workstation doesn't get all sticky. But you could have used an adhesive sheet on the back of this. It would make it slightly less messy. So that's just going to fit right over our opening, just to give it a little special touch, adding that frame to the front. Again, you can do that with a lot of the different sets that have frames in it. And then on the back, it's going to flip that over, add the seal adhesive to the back. I'm going to take that window sheet and attach it. So that's going to give us our peekaboo window. And next, my apologies, but I didn't bring out the Seal Plus, and we kind of need that. So for adhesive, let me just move this stuff away for a second while we're doing this. In order to make the fold, so now we're going to go ahead and put the fold together that I showed earlier. I'm using Seal Plus. You could also use tear tape, sticky strip, something strong. You want something stronger than your regular adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on either end. Or both ends, I guess. It's more like it. Okay. And then this is the easy way to attach. So let me just put it up there so you can see. There's 4 different panels from the score lines. Fold it so that, see the 2 right here? Fold it in half kind of, but it's not really half. So you got 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I folded it, and then I'm just gonna boom, and that's gonna perfectly align right there. So I'll show it again here. Gonna fold. So there's 2 compartments on the front. Oh, sorry, did not mean to pick that up. 2 compartments on the front, 2 in the back, and then just boom. So now we've got our 2 columns that pop up here. Now with the diorama die, the size that I used, a tiny little peekaboo is going to show here that I'm going to cover with something. With the other dies that I used on the other cards that I'll share at the end, I didn't get that. But this one it was just a tiny sliver. I don't know if you can see it, but I hit it. Okay, so now I'm flattening that again. So these 2 panels are going to be the panels that attach to the card. Again, you're going to want your strong adhesive. I'm using Steel Plus. Okay, so the trick to this is line it up with your card kind of in the middle, how you would like it. And I'm eyeballing it, but if you want to do measurements, you can. I know some people really want theirs to be perfectly in the middle, and I kind of just wing it. Okay, so I'm attaching one side. So I'm just pressing down. I'm attaching one side, and then I'm going to, the second side is wherever I want it, but before I press down, I'm just going to make sure that it's exactly where I want it. There, perfect. So now it folds flat. And the reason why I did that is if I didn't fold it flat while I was attaching the second column, sometimes it didn't, sometimes there was like a little bubble in it and it didn't go perfectly flat. So I found it if I just attached one side and then flattened it to attach the other, it didn't do that. And we'll go ahead and attach them. This is my secret backing. So when I made this, and right, the design is super cool and I love it. And it you know, it's got the peekaboo window. It's super fun. But on the back, and you could write on this, you could put a white panel on the back, but I'm like, I really wanted to write a sentiment on mine, on the original one that I did. So I'm going to share a little secret that I did on mine. So this fold that I folded in half, I'm going to put a little piece of designer paper. You can also decorate the back just like we decorated the front if you wanted to. You could even add in this little piece that we cut off if you wanted to. Totally up to you. And then I'm using regular steel adhesive for this part. It's totally up to you which one you want to use. So however you want to lay that down, I put this on the back so that it opens up. So you've got your greetings on the back and you've got your cool pop-up on the front and it stands up perfectly. Isn't that awesome? Oh my God, thank you guys. I love it, love it, love it. And then we'll just go ahead and decorate it. So that's all there is to that fold, right? Super easy, super fun. And again, because I used adhesive sheets on these, they're just peel and stick. So let's go ahead and put those down. And I think I'm going to use mini dimensionals on this. Regular dimensionals might work as well, but it's kind of skinny. I cut it really skinny, so the smaller ones might be a little bit better. What do you guys think so far? You like it? Thank you. Aw, thanks. And I'm dying to hear what you guys say, what you guys think is your favorite for the, when I bring in all the others at the end of the video. I want to hear which one you like the best. Okay, so this is just my last little leaf that I'm going to put in here for a little decoration. And then you can add some embellishments and anything else you like. On my original, I've got some metallic dots on it to match the metallic brush metallic paper and the metallic embossing on it, and then again folds flat. Okay, so really quickly, did I bring an envelope down? Oh darn it, I'll just show you guys have probably seen this before. Take a scrap of paper that's say at least 6.5 by say 2.5. Just attach it to the back here, even though it overhangs. Attach it just to that back flap and then just cut around it so that it fits the envelope. If you need to see it, I've done it on several other videos. Drop a comment down below and I will link to the other videos if you want to see that in action. I apologize for not bringing one. I meant to do that. All right, so really quickly, and I'm going to just do this really quickly because I want to share the rest of the cards, but just to share the fold, specifically the fold, I brought two different colors here of cardstock so you can really easily see it put together. Okay, so we've got 4.25 by 9.5, and this would be the card base. I like to sometimes show it in different colors just because I think it's easier to see. So we're going to do all of the same scores that we just did. We've got 1/2 inch, 1.25, 2 inches, 2 3/4, jumping over to 6 3/4, 7.5, 8.25, and 9. And then yada, yada, yada. You're going to burnish all these lines. This is just my example, so I'm just going to do this really quickly. I just want to share, again, really quickly how I did the fold. So I'm just going to do that fast. All right, next up, you're going to use a strong adhesive like Seal Plus. I'm just grabbing the seal because, again, this is a demo. This is a demo base. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 panels there. Can you see that? Maybe the vanilla might not have been the best color to choose there. Sorry. Okay, so in between, in the middle there, so 2 panels on the top, 2 panels on the bottom. We've got our adhesive on the bottom. Boom, in. Do the same on this side. Boom, in. Okay, so we've got our card base. I mean, our pop-up mechanism base, pop-up mechanism, and then these 2 panels right here on the, that's where they're going to attach to the card. So you can fold it flat, put strong adhesive on it, and then when you go to attach, I'm holding this one up so you can see. Again, if you want to measure over to get exact, you can. I'm just winging it. Okay, so first side, woot, and then the second side, to attach it, I'm going to flatten. And that way, it's going to, we know it's going to fold flat either way. So can you guys see that okay? And then it folds flat either way. Ba-bum, ba-bang, bada-bing, bada-bum. All right, so that's the fold. Again, there is a free PDF on my blog. You can catch it there, and you can download it there. I have instructions. I have the measurements, and I've got a bunch of other photos from different angles there as well. So now I get to share with you guys some other, oops, let's go back over to this view. There we go. I'm going to share with you guys some other samples that I created. And again, measurements for everything I'm about to share will be on my blog in the next 2 weeks, over the next 2 weeks. So, and these I all did matching, most of them I did matching envelopes for too. So this was done with a heron habitat. So I've got the silhouette of the heron on it. We've got the Hues of Happiness designer series paper, which I used both on the envelope and on the backing here. I kind of used the green in the pool party so it looked like sky and grass. And then on the back, we've got the heron silhouette there, and then your opening for your greeting. And then this one, also done with a heron habitat, was I wrote it in the middle. I'm sorry, I got my cliff notes in here of what I used. Sunprints was the designer series paper I used here. And I used contrasting on most of them, but not all of them. I colored this one with the Stampin' Blend markers, and we've got our little backing there with a white silhouette instead of the black silhouette. So that has the matching envelope as well, folds flat, super cool, right? So that's Heron Habitat. And the next one, I meant to bring down the stamp set to share too. This is the Santa Express. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. This is also going to be, I'm going to have a kit coming for this suite the end of August. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. You're going to love the class. I'm super excited about it. And if you purchased my Rustic Harvest kit for this month, I shared a sneak peek in the video. So you're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right, so in the back, I've got ho, 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 and then that opens up. Actually, oh, sorry, my cliff notes are in there. There we go. Special delivery for you, right? So cute. Okay. And I don't know if you can see. I'm going to share inside. We've got a little mountain scene in the background, so it's got a little peekaboo of some fun coming. All right, so next, all bundled up because this moose makes me happy, right? I just shared on my blog a sidestep card I had the bunny in it. Just a couple of days ago. You can catch that one. But the moose, I just love the moose. I love him. So he is colored with Stampin' Blend markers, and I had a lot of fun with this guy. And so he's got the striped background, and then on the back we've got, and I believe this was also the Santa Express. Yeah, Santa Express Designer Series. So the same Designer Series paper as this card I used on the moose. And the moose, again, I cut him out, colored him, cut him out. Oh, I love him. And then a matching. Right, you guys? Thanks. I'm glad you guys love it. Thank you. Thank you. Be sure to tell me which one's your favorite, but maybe you don't want to vote just yet, because coming up next is the Christmas Scotty. Only Christmas Scotty does not really need to be for Christmas. Example, here we've got two little Scotties playing together, right? We've got a little silhouette of black Scotty in the background. We've got our sparkly little Scotty barking at him. He's got his little fence under here, and then some fun. I loved it. Little woof woof. Super cute, right? And then on the back, I've got a little silhouette of Scotty, and that opens up. So this, again, doesn't have to be Christmas. Doesn't have to be Christmas. It can really be any occasion. I mean, I know they called him Christmas Scotty, but I feel like that you don't need to put him in a box. He has so many uses. Now this one I made, look at the little doghouse. I made a little doghouse in the background. Oh my God, can you see? I even used the brick emboss folder. I don't know if you can see it. To make it look like it's made out of brick. Oh my gosh, I just had fun with that. Maybe too much fun. I don't know. So we've got little Scotty on the front here. This woohoo came from the Amazing Phrasing, which is a celebration set you can get free during celebration. And then on the back, we've got, well, love him. I hate to pick favorites, but that one's up there, right? Oh, and I forgot to show you, this is the Scotty little punch. So you can get the stamp set and the punch together. They're a bundle. They're a bundle of fun. All right, next, I was starting to think fall. Our next blog hop, which comes in 2 weeks, our Stampin' demonstrator group is going to be doing a fall theme. And so I started looking at some fall products and ideas, and I thought, let's start playing with that because it's coming, right? And with this heat wave, I'm hoping it cools off soon. And so this is gathered wheat is what I used for this one. I used the same diorama die shape for the window in the background, and I've got the copper on that as well. And then I used the Rustic Harvest for the Designer Series paper on this one. So Rustic Harvest was the kit that I just had out last week. Okay, so speaking of fall, I can't think of fall without pumpkins and Halloween. I love making Halloween cards. I end up giving them as birthday cards and you know, encouragement cards during the fall season, but I just love making them. They're so much fun. So this, isn't that adorable? Diorama die. I used, I colored her with Stampin' Blend markers, but on the background here, and I don't know if you can see it so well in the video, I used the blending brushes to make this colored variation, and this is actually the black and white Designer Series paper that I used here. So there's one side that's kind of black on black like this, and then there's another side that's black on white. And the one that's black on white you can color, so I will have instructions. If you've got it, haunt it. I will have instructions for this coming up soon at stampwithtami.com. But wait, I'm not done with Halloween. Look at this, right? How cute is this? Okay, so this one's from the Scary Cute bundle. It's the stamp set, and the haunted house is from the die. So adorable, right? And so they've got little bats. The die set, I'm sorry I don't have it open. It actually has this. This is from the die set. It had its own window. I've got the moon in there, and I'm using that in color shimmer paper. I don't know if you can see it. So it's shimmery. And then on the back, I've got one of the kids. Love it first bite, and then you can open up and write your greeting. So a couple of Halloween ideas, but wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. And this is this is the last set that I have for this fun fold, and I hope you're loving it. And this is from the Splendid Thoughts bundle, which is the Splendid Day Suite. Okay, so the Splendid Day Suite has the most gorgeous paper in it. It's on one side, it's got this foil, and then on the flip side, so this is actually the front and this is the back of the paper. And then I colored in with Stampin' Blend markers. These little embellishments are part of the kit, and these were in the background. They're cut with the die set, and then I've got matching envelopes to go with it. But wait, there's a bunch of different colors. There's more than one color, right? So we've got, this one's Fresh Freesia. You see the foil on that one? This one. There we go. Now you can see it, right? And then I've got the foil on the back for the writing part, and a matching envelope for that one. And the last one I did was with I think this is soft seafoam. And then on this is another one of the papers on there, which it's got a little sheen to it. I thought was so pretty. So I mean, this set, I love it. I love this entire suite that's part of this. That's the Splendid Day suite. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous, right? Okay, so that is my series. Unfortunately, it looks like my camera has crapped out on me, so we're thankfully the lower camera is still working, and that's really all that matters, right? But oh no, we're back! Yay, we're back! Okay, so this is the whole series of my center column pop-ups. Instructions will be coming on the blog over the next couple of weeks, so keep checking back there. Don't forget to head over there for the free PDF that you can download there, and the special celebration goes to the end of this month. New Cozy and Bright kit that's really cool, and you can check out my free tutorials every time you purchase using my hostess code. I send you more inspiration because I love it. Plus I have a special happening right now for my VIP club. So if you join my VIP club this month before August 15th, I have a special for that as well. And there I have exclusive classes as well as discounts on my custom kits and other perks and bonuses. I do special prizes for my club every month as well. 3 people get to win $25 in products every month. I do that. I draw winners every month. Super fun. And the last is the new paper pumpkin. This is the August paper pumpkin kit. It's beautiful. Sunflowers. You know everybody loves sunflowers. You can subscribe to this. This is a subscription kit. You can subscribe at stampwithtami.com or link in the video's description. And you have until August 10th to subscribe for that. All right, and with that, I am going to be heading out for vacation tomorrow, and then when I come back, I've got some special guests coming over to spend some time with them, and so I will be back in 2 weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy this. However, don't forget, I'll be back with videos in 2 weeks, but my blog is going to be just full of ideas. I'll be dropping new instructions for these cards, and I still have some from the last series coming every day, so don't miss those. Just because I'm not here, I will still have stuff happening there. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Stay cool this weekend, and I will be back in 2 weeks.